A recent Gallup poll shows gold just past stocks as Americans' favorite long-term investment. Let's explore each of the rankings and why gold may still be underrated and deserve the top spot. Every April, Gallup surveys Americans to find out what they believe is the best long-term investment. The choices span from traditional assets like stocks and bonds to alternatives such as real estate, cryptocurrencies, and of course, gold. In the latest results, gold climbed to the second spot, overtaking stocks. It's a sign that more Americans are waking up to gold's enduring role as a safer and more secure financial asset, especially during times of economic uncertainty and financial market volatility. Let's take a closer look at how each asset stacked up in the poll and why we believed gold may still be underrated in the eyes of most investors. First, let's jump to crypto. Gallup only added cryptocurrencies to their survey in 2022, and they remain firmly at the bottom of the rankings. Just 4% of Americans named crypto as the best long-term investment. While digital assets and gold can have some of the same appealing qualities like privacy and decentralization, gold boasts a 5,000-year track record, while cryptocurrencies are still in their infancy. Thousands of cryptocurrencies have already gone to zero, while gold continues to hold value in today's modern economy. Unlike gold, cryptocurrencies are known for their high volatility, and they seem equally likely to skyrocket in price or crash even on the same day. Apparently, this quality does not appeal to investors when considering the long term. Now let's look at bonds. Despite the risk-free asset class in treasuries, bonds received only 5% support. That's barely outperforming crypto. That's a surprisingly weak result for an asset class which, for the largest segment, includes the backing of the full faith and credit of the US government. Compared to the roller coaster world of crypto, bonds are seen as a safe haven asset in comparison. However, this near bottom ranking in this poll reflects a harsh truth that bonds have struggled to keep up with inflation and deliver real returns. In fact, Meb Faber of Cambria Asset Management has shown that replacing bonds with gold in a 60-40 portfolio changes very little in terms of volatility and drawdowns while generating a slightly higher return profile. Pretty interesting result. Now let's talk about savings accounts and CDs. Savings accounts and certificates of deposits, often called CDs, remained ahead of bonds in popularity this year, likely due to higher interest rates on those deposits. While the Fed's policy rate is around 5%, some accounts offer upwards of 4% APY. But the national average yields remain stuck at just 0.6% according to Bankrate. Similar to bonds, interest from savings accounts and CDs are highly vulnerable to monetary policy shifts and, of course, devaluation by inflation. Now let's talk about stocks and mutual funds. Stocks came in third this year, with 16% of Americans saying that they were the best long-term investment in the Gallup poll. That's a pretty strong showing, but recent market activity can signal caution. The stock market has been volatile lately, with rising geopolitical tensions and shifting trade policies contributing to investor uncertainty when investing in the stock market. Meanwhile, gold has quietly outperformed equities over the last 2 decades and continues to outperform in 2025. Now let's get to our favorite investment, of course, which is gold. For the first time in over a decade, gold overtook stocks, becoming the second most popular asset class in the Gallup poll. The appeal of gold lies in its simplicity, an enduring value as a tangible asset. In an era of unstable interest rates, ballooning government debt, and of course economic uncertainty, gold continues to shine. As gold prices continue to break all-time highs, it seems that the public perception of gold among US investors is increasing. And with more and more people discovering they can earn a yield on gold paid in gold, as much as 4% as of today, gold's role is evolving from a static store of value to a productive portfolio cornerstone. Now let's talk about real estate, the winner of the Gallup poll. Real estate remains respondents' top choice, as it has every single year since 2014. And for good reason. It has been a proven path to wealth for millions of Americans. Sure, favorable financing in the form of a 30-year mortgage and decades of low interest rates of course haven't hurt real estate, but real estate isn't without its downsides. The flip side of increasing home values is increasing unaffordability for new and aspiring home buyers. Investors in the space will tell you it's as crowded as ever, maybe an indicator that perhaps most of the money to be made in real estate has already been made. But even after you pay off the mortgage of your real estate, you still face ongoing property taxes and, of course, potentially significant maintenance costs from things like wear and tear. And in many ways, real estate owners can feel like they're really just renting from the government indefinitely. By contrast, gold offers full, unencumbered ownership. It has no ongoing taxes and no counterparty risk. Additionally, gold is liquid, divisible, and borderless, which can be an ideal for modern wealth builders looking for flexibility when it comes to their assets. Gold is a hard asset that doesn't rely on tenants, tax breaks, or bank financing to be valuable. So, what does this Gallup poll really say? Americans are rethinking what it means to hold wealth for the long term. While inflation remains stubbornly persistent, government debt, of course, exponentially rising, and asset bubbles forming in unexpected places, many Americans are increasingly turning to gold as a long-term investment. And a growing number of gold owners are pairing gold lease income with real estate rental income to create a modern portfolio of productive hard assets to weather the future. You can download our free white paper in the description of this video to learn how you can turn your gold into an income-generating asset today. And of course, let us know in the comments how you would rate the best asset class for the long term, and make sure to subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend.